I particularly like spending time on kind of public transport and those kind of in-between spaces where people are sharing space for a period of time and they're all strangers and how do they negotiate that and how do they behave?
6. In elevators, you are compelled to watch the floor numbers above your head. We often hear words like miserable, unhappy and despondent used to describe people who travel to work in the rush hour on the bus. These labels are used because of the blank, expressionless look on the faces of the travellers, but they are misjudgments on the part of the observer. What the observer
I guess
sees
growing
is
up in Barrel, you could walk down the street and you know everyone and they'd say hello. All of a sudden moving into a city, it's a different environment. I really enjoy watching people and not being able to hear what they're saying, but be able to see what they're saying. Where sometimes words can be clumsy and awkward to use, there's so much being said through the body. 65% of our messages are conveyed through non-verbal communication. I start off with very everyday movement and then manipulating and abstracting that until it kind of takes on a world of its own. I'd take an example gesture like rubbing the neck, which is a telltale sign that you're kind of like feeling a little bit frustrated, and I take the quality of that gesture and then go, okay, well, what's that quality and how can I exaggerate that? Is it a curve in the body or is it a dynamic? If someone wants to say something but they won't, you know, they could put their hand over their mouth or be touching their ears. So it's kind of playing with that sense of hiding the mouth and how many ways can you manipulate it? Can you make it turn? Can you kind of make it larger? Can you almost get there but not get there? I watch people a lot. All of this incredibly beautiful, incredibly painful, incredibly rich situations happen in the city, but despite being really physically close to something, we can emotionally separate ourselves from it. And that's what the inspiration behind 15 is. As humans, we have an intimate space around our body, and that's 15 centimetres, so this is kind of proxemic theories. When someone enters that personal intimate space, which is that 15 centimetre radius around our body, we physically react by experiencing a fight and flight response. In the city, essentially, you've got that unavoidable intrusion of people into your personal zone, and that's why we respond by kind of shutting off and being despondent and travelling in this kind of blank, expressionless way. I've seen people crying on the street and people sitting right next to them, just really blank and expressionless. I believe that process is really important as well. I really enjoy opening my process up to the broader public, so not just people that are involved in the arts. For my project 15, we generally rehearse 6 hours in the space. It arose from a need for us, the performers, to get used to working in the site, but also for the public to get used to us as well. When we started performing in public space and rehearsing in public space, we perhaps to the general public what we were doing was quite strange. But as we kind of started to repeat what we were doing and continue to be non-obtrusive and just continue our day-by-day work, then all of a sudden we started to become a part of the fabric of the environment. I really enjoy connecting and engaging with people that usually wouldn't have a connection to dance.